I'm audible and visible as well.
Yes, Ruhab.
Okay. So today we will be talking about stress-free parenting, and we all know that these days parenting can be a little hectic and stressful because of the changing that has been happening because of all sorts of economic and social changes and everything that is happening around, and it's happening at such a fast pace that all sorts of relationships are become really stressful, and it's really hard for us to manage them. So we will be talking a little about this and how can we manage and what can we do, how can we make it a little better. So let's begin. So parenting in 21st century. Mine, I would really like to bring everybody's attention towards this, that parenting has become really stressful. As a parent, we are in such a competition with our children these days that we have to bring them towards new things, we have to teach them different things, they have to be on top of all. So this is really, really, really important, and we need to see this, that whether it's happening in the right way or not, whether we are doing it in the right way or not.
I completely agree with you, Ruhab. This is one of the key factor that's stressing towards a healthy family life as well. Indeed.
Exactly. It's so stressful these days because I don't think it's stressful. It's more of a competition that we parents have created ourselves, because there are so many different things that our children can do, but we have put them in such a race of continuously coming up with different things. Do this, do this, do this, that they are not able to even think about themselves, what are their likes, what they want to do, how they want to achieve it, whether they want to go with what sorts of facilities, or whether they are feeling comfortable with the things that we are providing them. We are in such a competition ourselves that our kids don't have the time to think whether they can do it or not. So this is a very, very important and a very basic thing that we all parents need to see. So 21st century parenting is flexibility, matching parental responsiveness, and the direction of level of performance, how they are performing. The process needs to be constant motion, evaluated, adaptable. But when we were kids, our parents, I don't think they were aware of it. And when we were kids, we were just kids, and there was no competition, there was no, okay fine, we were also learning, we were also there were different things happening around us, but still there was no such competition that we never felt anxiety or stress. Now even a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old could feel these emotions. It is really, really alarming for us as parents and as adults, that we really need to bring up things, we really need to cater their mental and emotional health. But when we were kids, things were really, really simple. Things were not that hectic, things were not that difficult. And we never thought about this in this way. Okay, fine, I'm like feeling a little anxiety, I'm feeling stressed out. But our kids, they are going through this and they feel it. They feel that they are stressed and they need to cater it, and how are they going to go for it, about it. So these are all the different things that our kids are seriously feeling these days. And I'm not talking about teenagers right now. If I talk about my own 12-year-old son, he's into so many things right now that at times he complains, Mom, I'm feeling a little stressed. Although he's just 12, it's not an age to be stressed, it's an age to be enjoying his own playful time. But still, at times, the kids are feeling so stressed out. It's because of how we are putting our stress on them and how the society is putting their stress on the kids. So this thing really needs to be catered, that how we as adults can bring a change in our parenting style, that our kids don't feel stressed out. They can feel happy, they can feel stress-free, they can feel creative, they can feel imaginative. There are so many feelings that they feel, but most of the time, it's just this task is done. Okay, fine. Now go forward to this task. Okay, now this is done. Now move towards this. So we as parents, we need to be calm and we need to focus more on calm parenting rather than stressful and hectic and more fast forward parenting where the kids are not having a time of their own. So I have put up a little things that we as adults, as parents, as educators, we can help, because it's, you know, it's a little circle, and we have other kids are in the middle of that circle, and we are all around it, and we have to work in such a way that the kids are getting the more out of what we are providing them. So this is really, really important, how we put our things and how we provide them with the platforms that they need. Okay, so these are some types of parenting that I want all the parents to look at, and I want them to understand and feel whether what kind of department or what kind of authoritative parents are you giving the child that authority to think, to feel, to explore, to observe, or are you an authoritarian parent that is not giving that child and putting all his thoughts, his ideas, his wants, wishes, or whatever he thinks he would have gotten out of his life into his child. At times, parents are neglectful also, they're brushing their teeth. So this is really, really important for a parent to cater. That's like a basic need of a child. Then permissive, you cannot let the kids do whatever they want. See, there are two types, and you have to keep a balance between them. Like, either you leave the child, okay, fine, do whatever you want to do. You're free. You're not telling them the boundaries. You're not drawing the lines over there. You're not telling the good, the bad, and they're just free to do whatever they want to do as a child. So, and then there is the neglectful and authoritarian. So you have to put a little line for yourself as well in order to succeed in parenting. Although there is no succession in parenting, because all types of parenting are done for the kids, right? At times you need to be authoritative, at times you need to be authoritarian when you think there is a little problem with your child. You think the child is not getting into a proper way. So you need to come, you need to put your foot down, you need to listen, you need to do things, you need to do a lot of efforts, a lot of measuring steps should be there in order to make the kids come up to the part where they are not getting hurt, or where they're selecting things or choosing the right path. Then there is this overprotective parents, which I really request the parents. I, as an educator, as a mother, as a friend, whatever you can take me, I would love to help you with this. Please don't be a helicopter parent for your child. That is really, really, really not helping your child. It's destroying their personality. The other day I was talking to my colleague related to this, and mind what I feel, we as parents, because of all the things that are happening around, there is so much chaos in the society. We all have become somehow a helicopter parent. We are always there, we are on their heads, asking them, listening to them, doing. Sometimes the child doesn't even feel free, he's not having that sort of freedom. So this really needs to be catered, and I hope everybody is agreeing to this, and mine especially you, because you yourself are a mother, and I know people have really, really I've seen kids who have destroyed their whole future because of this parenting style. Parents are so
I
protective.
completely agree. Ruhab, I completely agree. I changed my personality because I believe when my child Ahad was till the age of 6, I was like literally helicopter parent. Believe me, I was doing everything for him. I was every time around him. But now, within last 3 years, I have stopped myself because I felt it. He cannot do without me, which is not good. which is actually not good. So now I'm just training myself as well to give him freedom to think, freedom to
Yes.
choose. Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Even if I talk about my own self, I was like this. And my son, he started kindergarten. I wanted him, okay, do this, take part in that competition, do this, do that. And he was a different sort of a child. But when my daughter, she started schooling, then I really understood the difference between children. I really came across that, okay, yes, I need to calm down. I need to put a little step back and I need to understand. I need to give the child the freedom to think whether he wants to do it or not. And believe me, this is the best thing a parent can do for themselves and for the child. Nobody likes to be stressed out. Why are you putting yourself in such a stress? Think about it. It's just a little child. I'm not saying put them in a wrong direction. I'm not saying give them the wrong things. You are the parent. Your style is the best style. That's what I always tell my parents, that whatever you are doing the best for your kid. But at times you really need to calm down and you really need to think about it, how the things are being done. You need to give them the freedom in their hands. And then there is a power struggle. This sort of parenting, I don't know why the parents, there's a little struggle between the parents and the kids, and it's a continuous fight. Parents are always thinking, hum bade, hum karenge, okay, fine. You are an adult. You are the person providing. But think about that person also. That little tiny person also has a brain of himself. The child also can feel. The child also can think. So why not they can take the decision? So these all types of parenting really gets a little negative at times, because different harsh punishments are given, discouragement is there, yelling, unhealthy lifestyles. There are so many things that I could point out, and I could point out around myself also. And I ask parents to please calm down. If you're living in a joint family system, you're facing problems with your whatever in-laws or whatever family issues you are having between your husband and wife, why the child is being a part of it. The child never asked you to make him or her the part of it. You have to first think, this is my problem. I need to sort it myself. But why in front of a child? The child can be placed somewhere else. The child could be somewhere else where you're dealing with it. If your house is a stressful place, why don't you take your child to a room where you have created such an environment where there is no stress for him or her? The child could feel safe and secure. Mahin, when I was doing my EYE, the basic and the most important part is not English speaking. It's not mathematics. It's not science. It's just personal, social, emotional development for the kids. And I feel that's the most important thing. You know how to write. I know how to write. We all know how to do numbers. We are working, we are doing different things, we are playing different roles, but are we that emotionally stable? I don't think so. The generation of adults around us isn't that emotionally stable because we lacked in that portion when we were kids. Why there are sessions for kids? Why there are counselors for kids? Because now this aspect has been put into school curriculums. It's a part of the curriculum in school. So physical, personal, social, emotional development, which is a very important part. I don't know why parents don't think that ये तो बच्चा है इसको थोड़ी पता चलेगा. No, that's not how it goes. I know the child is like what 2, 4, 6, but still the child can think. And I know you at times would agree with me because I have seen you also taking steps and putting your things away just for Ahad. Am I right or not?
Most of the time, yes. Yes, I do that.
So this is
And
very important.
what worries me, Ruhab, is this, remember I told you like 3 years back, I stepped back. I thought he should think and he should realize what he wants to do. So what I have developed now is this, Ruhab. Let him choose what he wants to do,
Mm,
and do not let him, affect with the circumstances going on inside this home, which is affecting this home. I should be the shelter to not to, just put him under stress that what's going on. So he's a child, he should grow. My problems are my problem. His
exactly.
problem should be related to him. All right. As a
Exactly.
Yeah, so as a parent, I strongly tell everyone, do not pressurize your child. Never do. It actually going nowhere and it won't help you. You are actually destroying your child and the innocence out of them. So don't do that. Stressing them won't make you a better person to tell them, oh, what's going on. We should focus on our problem, let the child do his stuff, our stuff, and we should focus how to deal with the situation very peacefully so that our environment that we have provided for the child should stay as healthy as possible.
I totally agree to this. Fine, you're absolutely right. See, our problems are our problems. Our kids don't need to be a part of it. Why? Why should they be a part of it? I know parents go through relationship problems, parents go through work problems. We, even if I talk about myself, I'm not a superhero. I get stressed out, I get angry, and then I need to think because I am an adult. That's the difference between me and that child that's standing in front of me. If I'm having a bad day, why my kid needs to suffer the consequences of that bad day? Why? The kid is a kid. He can do whatever he wants to do. His problems are his problems. That's absolutely right. The most important thing that I tell parents, and I try to do it myself, stop yelling, stop showing them your anger. I'll tell you my own example. I've seen my daughter she feels that I am a little angry or I am a little stressed related to her studies or whatever is going on, she stops learning and she gets so quiet that her own voice tone is so quiet. Although she's very chirpy, she's roaming around the house, singing, dancing, and all. But as soon as she feels that stress cycle, that stress is coming out on her, she gets back into her own shell and she doesn't talk. She gets a little quiet, and that's where I keep a foot down and I think about it. Say, okay, fine. She's just a kid. She needs to relax, and I need to relax as well. Why am I stressing so much? There is no race going on. There is nothing going on around me. I need to stress. I need to be stress free in order for my child to be stress free. So that's really important for the parents to think and for us to realize that when a child is, when they are stressed, they cannot learn. Their learning stops, their identity becomes something else. They become a different person when they are stressed. So this is really, really important. And children do get anxiety, children do get depression. Please stop thinking कि बच्चे हैं, they'll not get depression. No, this is not the fact. A child can get depressed, a child can get anxiety, a child can feel stressed out. These things are very important. People say a lot that means you're focusing too much on stress, you're focusing too much on anxiety. So I have seen kids, I've seen adults that were kids that were stressed, that were not catered, and how toxic or how negative of a personality that they have grown into, which is really, really alarming for our society as well. And we, as parents, we don't want our kids to go through that. So all sorts of problems are discussed. I took a lot of things out of people. I shared a lot of things. But what is the solution to it? it's positive parenting? Mine, I would love to know your perspective related to it. What do you think about positive parenting?
Thank you, Ruhab, for asking this question. To be honest with you, the parenting style of my parents and mine is quite different. Is believe me, is 180-degree flip. I like to involve my child with my routine, with my activity, so that he feels involved. What's going on? What's happening next? What I'm going to do. I don't stay alien for him. One thing is that. Second, I believe in more of a like a friendship
Right.
than
Involvement is the key to it. Kids,
yes,
they observe and they learn a lot from us, how we are doing it and how we are putting things according to our own lifestyle. If a mother or if a father, if the parents, they themselves are really involved, are really outgoing, are really upfront, and they're bringing their kids towards what they're doing. If they're doing something new, they're telling the kids. You'll see that confidence in the kids as well. If I am thinking, this is okay. If I'm taking this session right now with you, my son, he knows it and he has joined it and he's listening to me. Although I know it will not favor him, but it's because we are a family. Basically, we need to make the kids feel that we all are a part of one family. If his mother is a part of something, he can be a part of that thing too. He can be present there too, and he can see, he can listen to what mama is saying. If his dad is going somewhere, we always tell them, see, father, your father is going there, he's going to do that, today is his this. And I know the children are not in part of it, and they are not even a little bothered what's going on or not, but they feel included. They really feel happy that, oh yes, I was I was this much important to my parents. I was this much, involved. They made me understood. And when they grow up, they'll think these are all the memories that we are building. See, mama, that happened. See, mama, that happened. Because I still remember when we were kids, my mother always used to tell me what she's cooking or what she's going to make us wear and where are we going, what's going to happen. So that in my mind that I could relate, and now I could put that in my kids as well. Now my kids know, okay, fine, if we are planning to buy a little TV or a laptop at home, so we discuss it with the kids also, okay, fine. What do you think? Is this good? I know they are little, they don't have that much, inside of the thing or not, but still they feel included, but which is a very, very important thing. Thank you so much, Mind, for bringing this such an important part of inclusion in parenting. So, positive parenting is wise, it's timeless, and it's kind. It teaches instead of making demands. You know, when we were kids, a lot of people around me were told, fine, you'll be a doctor, you'll be an engineer. People were like labeled as the doctor girls together, the engineer boys together. There were no more fields other than doctor and engineer. These were the demands of the parents that they were asking their kids to do. Why? If my son, he's really intelligent. If he doesn't want to be a doctor, he wants to be an artist. So I bring up things for him. I I gave him a graphic tablet. I said, okay, fine, you take it. You think this is your path, try it. If you feel something else is there, do it. But do give them opportunities and guidance. It seeks to understand and make, instead of making labels, labeling your child and shaming them in front of the family. They cannot do it. He cannot do it. Oh, see your cousin sister. Look how intelligent she is. Please, please don't put your kids in this comparison. This is not good for them. Why the comparison? Maybe your child is really good at math. If that girl secured a high number in English or science, maybe your child was doing good in math. You neglected that part, you ignored that part of your child. It's not important. I keep on repeating this. Everybody learns to read and write. No, none of the adults around me don't know how to do ABCD or 1, 2, 3, 4 or simple math. We all know how to do this. But putting the kids in a stressful situation or in a really wrong sort of comparison where they feel jealous. These are things that are developing in the kids. Jealousy. There's a sense of competition. They're not making friends. Instead, they're thinking, oh, fine, that kid has something and I don't have it. See, my mother was saying this and the kid is having this. So why? Why can't the kid be mentally free from all these dangerous and toxic emotions? Why? We have to bring up this thing to them. Compare yourself in good things. Compare yourself in kindness. Boost them. If a child has not secured good numbers, if they are not securing, help them out. Ask them. Try to seek help in form of different things. Maybe the child is not comfortable in his class. Maybe the child cannot understand the teacher. Maybe the studies, the whole context or the whole thing or the whole syllabus is too hectic or too difficult that the child is not able to cope up with it. A lot of children around us are suffering from dyslexia, dyscalculia. We are not aware of it. We don't know there is a problem that's related to mathematics. But once the child doesn't know how to do his math, we start labeling them, we start putting names on them. You cannot do it. This is not your decorum. This is not your path. You're not focusing. You're not concentrating. You're not listening. You are not into it. You are too much into play. These are all the labels that you're putting on top of your child each and every day. And I would like to bring a little thing mine over here that is self-fulfilling prophecy. And I've seen this in kids. I've seen children because it's been 10 years that I've been working with kids. And now my first batch of nursery or kindergarten is in class 6 and 7. So I've seen them grow from nursery all the way to grade 7. But self-fulfilling prophecy takes place when we put labels. Because the child thinks, okay, fine, if they're telling me that I'm dumb, I cannot do it, maybe I cannot do it. The child keeps on thinking this and he takes so much pressure on himself. There is so much different emotions occurring and your labels are covering it all up. You're not helping them. You're putting them in a more dangerous place. So these are again all the things that we can help. You can ask your teacher, you can ask your friends, you can ask anyone around you to help you with parenting. Please don't put your stress on that little child's mind. That is not healthy for them. That's not good for them. So respectful,
The
caring, and understanding is the way to go. These are not difficult things. You give them respect, they'll automatically develop that. I've seen children disrespecting adults because the parents they talk to them related to all the problems that are coming in the family. If the mother-in-law or the daughter-in-law are having a different problem, I'm really talking about household scenario right now. I'm not talking about any different philosophy from education or from any educationalist. I'm talking about what the girls around me, for the women around me are going through. If your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your husband, they're having a problem, they're having something, you are discussing it in front of the child is adapting it all. He's absorbing, he's like a sponge, he absorbs it all in himself. And then he disrespects other people. He has a sense, okay, fine. See, my granny was mean to my mom, so now I can be mean to my granny. This The parents, the mothers, they sit in front of the kids and they blame the teacher, they blame the education system, and the kids to develop this sense, no, my teacher is not a good person, my teacher, they start disrespecting. And this where your parenting really needs to get a little check, because see, all the relations will get apart. The teachers will go, school life will finish, all the relations, all your in-laws, everything will pass away. All phases of life will go. In the end, what will stay with you is you and your kid. I hope mine you're agreeing to this, and everybody around me is agreeing to this. That in the end, it's the parent and the child that stay in the picture.
Always, always. And Ruhab, I would like to add one more thing. I feel in our society we are in such a competition right now, right? That we have forgotten to value, to give value,
So,
to build
positive.
in self-esteem.
Towards it,
Yes.
you can be supportive,
So yeah,
cheer them up on their little things, on their little achievement. If they made a picture, put it up. Give them little rewards, not in sense of bribe. See, there is a very big difference between rewarding and bribing. You
indeed.
do this, I'll do that. No, let the child decide. Okay, fine. I'll come up with good marks. I'll do something good. I'll be a good person. I'll be helpful. Reward them. Make them their favorite dinner. Make them something they like. Take them for a walk. Take them to the park. Rewards can be really simple and they can be really full of love and happiness, because it takes lots of loads and loads of love for a parent to bring up a very loving and respectful and a kind child. Then involvement, important that respect. We need to create a balance between work life and family life, but still your involvement to take the child to a very good place, to the right direction. And like Mahi said, she involved herself, she brought a little change. So we can relate to such things. Develop healthy habits. This is a very important thing. Develop a small routine with your kids. I'm saying don't give them your whole 24 hours and you're around them, you're putting your whole effort. Give them a small routine of an hour. Have dinner with them, have your lunch with them, sit with them at that bedtime, tuck them in, just read them a story, ask them to read something, talk to them when they come from school. Don't ask, did the teacher do this? Please change your questioning time. How was your day? Did you have fun? How are your friends? What happened new? What did you learn today? Did something exciting happen? Always greet your children with a very positive question. Please don't put negativity in the child's mind through a negative question. What did you do today? What did the teacher teach you? How was the day? Bring something new. How was your day? Did you like it? Okay. Did you eat your lunch? How was your lunch? Talk about simple and different things. These, lunch box is very important and kids really look up to it. So why don't you discuss things that they like? Why are you bringing your toxicity or your negativity around them? Like talking bad about the school or a teacher with when the kid enters the home. You start asking them, what did you read today? Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, please don't. This ABCD will come when it needs to come. You need to calm down, ask them, how was your day? Did you have fun or not? Did you feel safe or not? Develop that, you know, develop that whole environment. And then there is a little thing that parents really need to do is develop the confidence between themselves and the child because of all the chaos that is happening around us. We really, really need to develop that confidence that the child is confident enough to tell his problems to you. Once you move towards the negative style of parents, you lose that confidence. You didn't start hiding things from you, which is really, really unhealthy. That that I don't know why parents give them so many different, ideas, so many different questions, that the child starts hiding things from their own parents, which I don't think, because kids around us are going through mental, physical, social, traumas. These are little traumas for them. You really need to build that confidence. If the child is getting bullied, you really need to make them feel confident enough that he can listen. You are listening. Your ears are open. You are listening. Try explaining to them.
And Ruha, there's one more thing I really
They
work
are
hard on my or
complaining about something. You said maybe he was not having a good day. Maybe he did not eat his breakfast. Why can't you put positivity in it? Okay, fine. Don't talk to that friend. Don't call him. He's not your friend anymore. No, make them empathetic. That's very important. Sympathy and empathy go hand in hand. Please develop these sort of things in your children. Help them go very far as kind and respectful human beings. So these are little more points that I put up for all the parents, all the mothers, all the fathers that really need help in becoming a better adult in the child's life. A positive parenting style needs to be adapted by all of us. So these are again spending one-on-one time, praising them, focusing on what you can control, providing them age appropriate, and making them understand things that they're not, that they it's not your according to your age. You need to tell this to your kids. Our kids are exposed to so much media, so much YouTube content, games, that they cannot differentiate between age appropriate content and not. You, as an adult, need to make them understand, ask them to read the ratings of the movie. If your kid is watching Netflix, why can't the kid, he can read if he's 12 or 11 or 10, he can easily read the ratings. Ask them to read. If, oh, he's 7 plus, you can watch it. It's 10 plus, you can watch it. Why a child needs to watch things that are not age appropriate? His mind isn't ready. That's why there is a limit to it. That's why they have put an age restriction to it. So we as parents can bring a lot of change in our kids by little effort, and always remember the six principles of positive parenting. Misbehavior is your child's way of communicating the unmet needs. Sometimes the child needs attention, sometimes he needs your love. That's why he's misbehaving. Validate your child's effort. If he's putting an effort into it, bring your validation to it. Give your child the respect you want them to give. Very important. Talk to them in a way you want other people to talk to you. They are also human beings. They deserve respect. They have feelings. Never punish your child for their feelings. This is very important. If the kid is crying, if a boy is crying, basically, mine, I've seen parents around me, they start labeling, are you a girl that you're crying? Why? Why are you putting this gender segregation in that child's mind? Don't punish them for their feelings. Don't you think the feelings need a little more handling mind? What do you think in this perspective?
yeah, we have some stereotyping for parenting style. We definitely have that way. Um, there are so many factors I want to talk right now,
I
especially
cannot
one of
hear.
them you have mentioned. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I think, Mahin, I hope I'm audible to
Yes,
you.
you are. Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay. So express the confidence in their abilities. Remember, the worse they feel, the worse they behave. very important. We need to put this in our mind. Okay, so the last point that I really need to bring everyone's attention towards is how to create balance between work and kids. It's a very small thing, a very important thing that I need all the parents to look up to. And I want all the mothers, fathers that are working, or even if you're a housewife, you still need to think about all these points, because you're working in a house, at your home also you're working, you have a lot of responsibilities, but still try not to bring the stress home. If you're stressed at work, leave that stress at work. Please don't bring it at home. Seek opportunities for fun. Don't take them on expensive vacations. Take them to a nearby park. Take them to a nearby mall, to somewhere simple, somewhere, where they can enjoy and have fun. Remember to relax and recharge with your kids. Give them time to relax. Give your time to relax. Ask for backup when you need. Your friends, family, there's someone around you that can help you. Your husband, your wife, your partner, you can ask them for help. Connect with fellow parents. You can connect to the teachers around you, your school teachers, your school children who are going school. They can parents can connect one to one with them. They can create a little group, and parents can give each other help, which is very important. And I've seen a lot of groups on Facebook and Instagram also that help the parents, you know, come towards positive parenting. Connect with your fellow parents and take a break from all of it. Take a break from the competition, take a break from all the comparisons, from all the hecticness, from all the responsibilities.
Enjoy your parentinghood. Enjoy your parentinghood till the time your children are in your arms. Cuddle them, hug them, give them lots of love, give them your time. That's very important for them because that's what they'll remember their whole life. And I'll end on this small quote that your words as a parent have great power. Use them wisely and make sure they come from your heart. So please make sure that you are creating that environment for your kids where they feel loved, respected, and secure. Thank you so much, Mine, for giving me so much time and putting so much effort in bringing up this whole platform together where we can help parents.
Thank you, Ruhab, for taking time out. And we know each other since many, many years, and I've always find you a very inspiring person, taking care of young ones, helping mothers, especially me. You helped me a lot, and Ahad was not an easy child, that too. And these little things, these exceptional things that you do, believe me, it matters a lot for the others, and they can go towards the path they want to choose. Sometimes we are actually distracted, and these sessions like these, talk like these, help us to choose the right path, what our heart actually wants us to do. Yes, so thank you very much, Ruhab. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Uh,
I hope it was helpful for the people who attended it and the people who are going to watch it. And I hope we bring a change in parenting style.
I hope to. We hope to. So thank you again from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.